What's going on YouTube? Bendable Straws here with the Alpha Flight kit reveal. Now, I wanted to be able to show you guys this incredible loading screen right here. Not necessarily sure how this loading screen got out before the embargo date, but we don't like to ruin surprises around here. So we're going to be showing you guys the Alpha Flight team and how they operate in war defense and in raids. That's right. This is going to be the first team that is going to be taking care of raids and war defense. You guys are going to love these kits. I absolutely cannot wait to show you guys. Whew. I have some theories of why Gamma is here as well. Let's go over that real quick, shall we? All right. Starting off with Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a hero global bio protector Alpha Flight war ready. He is a 2-star unlock with gamma radiation as his unique. At 2-star unlock, he is at 1.3 million health, 71,000 damage, 66,000 armor, 15,000% focus, 17,000% resistance, 150% damage, 40% crit chance, 100 speed, 0, 0, 25, and 100. Starting off with the basic Savage Strike, attack primary target for 280% damage in raids and on war defense. Clear 1 random negative effect from self and all Alpha Flight allies. Gain defense up for 1 turn and 2 deflect. The special comes in at Rocky Pummel. Clear all barrier on all enemies. Attack the primary target for 350% damage. Apply 1 slow up to a maximum of 3. And reduce the speed bar of the primary target by 100%. Apply safeguard to self and all Alpha Flight allies. I really like Sasquatch. Sasquatch is kit. He clears barrier like crazy. Clear barrier on all enemies. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 450% damage. Apply offense down to 2 turns for all enemies. In raids and on war defense, apply trauma for 2 turns to all enemies. Prolong the duration of all positive effects on this character by 1 up to a maximum of 3, and this attack gains 500% extra focus. Alright. Moving on to the passive, Woodland Wanderer. On spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns and 2 death proof to self and all Alpha Flight allies. That is outside of raids and not on war defense. On any turn, if this character's health is greater or equal to 75% and this character does not have taunt, gain taunt for 2 turns. When this character drops below 35% health, gain stealth for 2 turns. Apply 2 death proof and 2 regeneration to self and all Alpha Flight allies. On enemy death, heal self for 5% of this character's max health. Gain 50% armor. Alpha Flight allies gain 50% armor, 50% drain. And Alpha Flight allies gain 50% drain. In raids, 100% chance to counterattack. In raids and on war defense. On spawn, if this character does not have exhausted, apply safeguard for 2 turns to self and all Alpha Flight allies. Great. On enemy death, apply offense down to all enemies. Gain 100% max health. Wow. Gain an additional 50% drain. Alpha Flight allies gain an additional 50% drain. So that means that is at 100% in raids and on war defense. Wow. While this character has defense up and does not have exhausted, gain 100% extra damage for self and all Alpha Flight allies. Wow, wow, wow. What an incredible voted character. I really do like his character model. Love everything about it. So much detail. My goodness. And he is a 2-star unlock, and I am recommending Raider. The infographic will be on our Discord. The link for that will be in the description. Moving over to Northstar at a 3-star unlock with a unique of Luminium. He is a hero global mutant controller Alpha Flight war ready. I'm recommending a striker for him. Sitting at 3-3, Northstar is at 1.3 million health, 95,000 damage, 39,000 armor, 31,000 focus, 22,000 resistance, 130% crit damage, 10% crit chance, 127 speed. That is really good. 0, 0, 25, and 100%. Alright, starting off with a basic, Bright Barrage. Attack primary target for 250% damage, 25% per charged. If this character has 1 or more charged, apply offense down to the primary target. If this character has 10 or more charged, apply trauma to the primary target. The special is Shining Strike. Attack primary target for 340% damage, apply blind for 2 turns. If charged, rebound chain for 170% damage to a number of adjacent targets equal to the number of charged on this character up to a maximum of 10. So he could rebound chain 10 times. 50% chance to apply blind on each secondary attack. In raids, apply 1 blind up to a maximum of 3 on the secondary attack instead. Counterattack does break this chain. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. The ultimate is Hyper Light Twister, probably one of my favorite animations in this game. Gameplay videos coming soon. Flip all positive effects, clear revive once on all enemies. Attack all enemies for 240% damage, 10% per charged. Apply slow for 2 turns, disrupted for 1 turn, prolong the duration of all negative effects excluding stun, trauma, and ability block on all enemies by 1. On ward defense, clear all charge on enemies. This attack is unavoidable. Wow. The passive is True North. On spawn, apply 2 evade to self and all Alpha Flight allies. That's a game changer right there. Evade is really good on spawn. Clear all charge from this character. On enemy death, apply speed up to self and all Alpha Flight allies. When this character or any Alpha Flight ally is attacked, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 10. So he sort of has like a reactive charge gain, sort of like Cyclops does. Gain 50% focus, 50% resistance. Alpha Flight allies gain 50% resistance. So he's going to have like 150% focus and more defense. In raids, this character and all Alpha Flight allies cannot have their speed bar reduced. Thankfully, that's not on war defense. Oh my gosh. In raids and on war defense, on enemy death, apply slow to all enemies. While this character does not have exhausted, this character and all Alpha Flight allies cannot gain slow. While this character does not have exhausted, enemies cannot gain charged. While this character does not have exhausted, gain 250% focus for self and all Alpha Flight allies. Yikes. Safe to say that you aren't necessarily going to need a skirmisher on here, but I'm not necessarily sure just yet. Gain 25% speed. Wow. Alpha Flight allies gain 25% speed as well. This guy is definitely necessary. Let me tell you that right now. Definitely not shelvable, definitely not skippable. But of course, some folks will say that war defense is definitely skippable. Not this time, not with what they've shown us before. Moving on to Guardian. Guardian is a hero global tech brawler, Alpha Flight war ready. I'm recommending Striker for him at a 3-star unlock. His unique is Gravitonium. Sitting at 323k, he is at 2 million health, 146,000 damage, 46,000 armor, 19,000 focus. Resistance is at 16,000, crit damage is at 130%, crit chance is at 10%, speed is at 120, 0, 0, 25, and 100. Starting off with a basic Bulwark Strike, gain regeneration. Attack primary target for 280% damage. Apply 1 defense down up to a maximum of 3. Chain to 1 adjacent target for 280% damage. Apply defense down up to a maximum of 3. The special is Confident Flurry. Apply offense up to self and all allies. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 300%. Sorry. Apply defense down for 2 turns and slow for 2 turns. This attack cannot miss and it cannot be blocked. Overwhelming Conviction. Flip immunity on the primary target, then apply stun. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 260% piercing. Bonus attack primary and adjacent targets for 260% piercing. Flip taunt on each target. Apply defense down for 2 turns to each target, and gain 500% focus for this attack. This attack is unavoidable. This is why I say that maybe we don't need a skirmisher on this team. It's looking that way, isn't it? Oh my goodness. All right. Canada's Guardian. The passive. On spawn, bury yourself and all allies for 20% of this character's max health. Apply offense up for 2 turns and 1 regeneration to self and all allies. On turn, apply assist now to 1 random Alpha Flight ally. On enemy death, apply defense down to all enemies. Gain 50% max health. Alpha Flight allies gain 50% max health. In raids, gain an additional 50% max health for self and all Alpha Flight allies. Gain 50% damage, and Alpha Flight allies gain 50% damage. In raids and on ward defense, if this character is not exhausted on enemy death, bury yourself and all Alpha Flight allies for 5% of this character's max health. And while this character has regeneration, this character and all Alpha Flight allies gain 50% armor. Sasquatch has already given you armor, so it's like, it's gonna be pretty crazy. Alright, moving on to the reworks. Sunfire is a Hero Global Mutant Blaster Unlimited X-Men Alpha Flight War ready. With a unique of Astral Energy. I'm recommending Raider for him. Sitting at 508k, he is at 2.1 million health, 146,000 damage, 67,000 armor, 34,000 focus, 32,000 resistance, 150% crit damage, 40% crit chance, 98 speed, 0025, and 100. The basic, attack primary target for 320% piercing. Apply 1 bleed per offense up on this character, up to a maximum of 3. And in raids, this attack gains 100% crit chance. Definitely a Raider. And maybe Striker if you guys want to spice things up. The special is Solar Flare. Clear disrupted from self-fill speed bar by 100%. Gain 2 offense up to a maximum of 5. Gain 2 counter up to a maximum of 3. Apply offense up and counter to all allies and gain 5 ability energy. Attack all enemies for 200% piercing on the ultimate. Apply defense down for 2 turns and heal block for 2 turns. Gain 75% damage per offense up on this character. Wow. Clear offense up on this character. And in raids and on war defense, do not clear offense up. And this is unavoidable. Sunfire has really been amazing on Unlimited X-Men. Simply because when he does his special on the ultimate, people just disappear, man. He's really been impressing me over the time, and I'm so glad that he's getting a rework. I have a little bit of a theory of what's to come. Fierce Loyalty is the passive. On spawn, gain offense up for 2 turns. In raids, generate 6 ability energy for self and all Alpha Flat allies. At the end of this character's turn, gain 1 offense up to a maximum of 3. While this character has counter, gain 10% damage. While this character has speed up, gain 10% speed. Gain 30% resistance. Unlimited X-Men allies gain 30% resistance. In raids and on war defense, on enemy death, generate 1 ability energy for self and all Alpha Flight allies. While this character has offense up and does not have exhausted, this character and all Alpha Flight allies gain 100% drain. That's another 100% drain. So they're draining 200% now. While this character has counter, gain an additional 10% damage. While this character has speed up, gain an additional 10% speed. Wow. Wow. So it seems that the Apocalypse teams, the teams required to unlock Apocalypse, are seemingly getting some more value. Deathpool is now on the Mercs for Money team. Kestrel is with the Pegasus team. Sunfire is now with Alpha Flight. And my theories are that Vol is going to be on the next Mystic Raid team. And that loading screen showed Gamma, so I'm led to believe that Gamma may be getting some love. Maybe one character out of there, but Not necessarily sure who. That's just my theory, because all of the characters that need to be taken up to unlock Apocalypse have to maintain relevancy. They've already done it with Sunfire here, Deathpool with Mercs for Money, like I said, and so on and so forth. You guys are noticing the trends. I'm just here to back them up. Moving on to Wolverine. This is a little worrying because he's going to be going on War Defense, and that leaves your Weapon X in limbo, sorta. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to be doing with with your Weapon X teams. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction to move some stuff around. I'm recommending Wolverine as a skirmisher at 525k. He has 2.2 million health, 146,000 damage, 67,000 armor, 33,000 focus, 29,000 resistance, 130% crit damage, 20% crit chance, a speed of 117, 0, 25, and 100. And he does have Old Man Logan's unique, so be sure to be careful and double up on your adamantium. Thankfully, I didn't do X23, or Ultron for that matter. Oh my gosh. The basic is adamantium claws, attack primary target for 260% piercing, apply 2 bleed, gain speed up. In raids and on war defense, apply disrupted to the primary target. The special is slice and dice. Attack primary target for 400% piercing, apply 2 bleed. Rebound chain to 5 targets for 120% piercing, apply 2 bleed. Gain 100% crit chance on each secondary target. So don't necessarily need to be a raider. You could be a raider, you could be a striker, it could be a skirmisher. The ISOs are all over the place. This attack cannot be counterattacked and cannot be blocked. Moving on to the ultimate. If this character's health is below 50%, gain offense up for 2 turns. And remember, when they gain offense up, they gain speed up now. Attack primary target for 800% piercing and apply 2 bleed. If Omega Red, Colossus, or Sasquatch is an ally, gain offense up for 2 turns, clear death proof on the primary target. On kill, repeat this attack targeting the most injured enemy. That I absolutely love. So when you kill somebody, he's going to come after somebody else. This attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. It has to be one of my favorite updates to his ultimate. His passive is going to be Healing Factor. On turn, heal for 20% of this character's max health. When this character drops below 60% health, gain defense up into death proof. While this character is below 50% health, gain 100% block chance. Incredible. On death, 25% chance to revive with 50% of this character's max health. Gain 5% speed per uncanny or Weapon X ally. This is applied after any character has taken an action. In raids and on war defense, while this character has death proof and does not have exhausted, this character and all Alpha Flight allies gain 200% resistance. On enemy death, prolong the duration of all negative effects except trauma, stun, and ability block on all enemies up to a maximum of 3. If this character has 3 or more Alpha Flight allies, enemy characters cannot gain stealth. Wow. Considering we just had a war offense team get announced and now we get a war defense team announced, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with the Mercs for Money versus Alpha Flight. My money is on the Mercs for Money, of course, because war defense always has solutions, and I can't wait to see what the community comes up with as far as that goes. Oh my goodness. So, with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe, and all of the links for our Discord, infographics, and everything, so on and so forth, will be down in the description. So thank you so much for watching again, everybody, and I'll catch you guys later.